Welcome back to Tam, and this whole week we're doing comfort food, but a whole new generation of comfort food. I actually think that our tastes have changed and our definition of comfort food has come a really long way. To me, comfort food does have those elements of things like potatoes and sugar and warmth and cuddly, but at the same time, spice and flavor and color. And I think that that's part of the new generation of comfort food. I believe that that's why a lot of these Middle Eastern flavors are making their way into all cuisines. So let me show you what we're making today. It's this. It's called Marcoude. You can see the slice has already been taken out. Marcoude is this North African potato omelet filled with fried onions and spices, and it's served either warm or room temperature, and it is absolutely delicious. We're bringing it into a new generation. We are no longer deep frying the potatoes and onions. We're gonna boil the potatoes. We're gonna fry the onions in a shallow amount of oil, but we're gonna get that same Marcoude feeling. Maybe not as delicious as deep fried potatoes, but pretty good nonetheless. So stick with us, follow along as we make our own version of Marcoude and introduce us to a whole new generation of comfort food. Marcoude is not what my grandmother called it. She just called it a potato omelet. And that's what Marcoude is. It's this North African potato onion omelet, very much akin to a Spanish tortilla, an Italian frittata. What you hear is my onions frying. Have a look. My onions are frying there. My potatoes are boiling. And while the onions fry and the potatoes are boiling, I'm going to get together the rest of my ingredients. So there are so many ways to make this dish, Marcoude. The most traditional, the Tunisian way, is to actually deep fry your onions and your potatoes, like really cook them for a long time in the oil. My Safta, who isn't Tunisian, I guess she had a different way of doing it, which is she boiled the potatoes and then she fried the onions in just a little bit of oil. There are people who mash the potatoes. There are so many variations, but the basics are still the same. It's an omelet made with potatoes and eggs. So our onions are frying. They're getting very caramelized. I could smell it already. So to these very soft onions, we're gonna add 2 cloves of garlic that have been minced. And they're gonna go in, and we're gonna really season up the onions. I find that if you season the onions and then you season the eggs, like it's just jam-packed with flavor. So the garlic is in. I cook it until it's fragrant. I could actually smell it. That's how I know it's cooked through. To that, we're adding 2 teaspoons of ras el hanut. There are recipes that call for cumin. There are recipes that call for turmeric. My Safta would have used no spice whatsoever other than salt. But I love the ras el hanut. If you get a really good blend, this one, Perig, is amazing. It just lifts flavor so brilliantly. So we're going to mix it into our onions. It's time to turn off the heat. Oh my gosh, that's the flavor. It's got like cinnamon and cardamom and it just like, oh wow. Okay, to our onions, we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt. Don't worry, we're gonna add more to the eggs because that is definitely not enough salt for the amount of eggs that we're using. All right, wow, okay. I'm very excited about this. The smell is amazing. To me, this is just comfort food every way you do it. So I've got a bowl. Into my bowl are going in 8 eggs, 4 and 4. And to that, I am adding half a cup of, this is soy milk. You could use almond milk. You could use regular milk. I'm just trying to keep it dairy-free. So let's give that a mix. Let's add our second teaspoon of salt to there so that we get our omelet mixture going. And this is a really simple but effective treat. It's a brunch treat for the Middle East, I guess. All right, eggs done. To there, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley, also in my egg mix. And I am adding my 1 kilo of boiled potatoes. And we're gonna give up on the whisk now, because even though many people use mashed potatoes, I want my potatoes to hold their shape a bit. I love cutting into it and seeing bits of potato. Into this is going all my onions. Once my mix is set, we're gonna start cooking. So my very large pan is heating up. Now you have options here. You can make half the amount I'm making in a smaller pan and then flip it over using a plate, which is what my Savta always did. She never did what I'm about to do, which is I'm making this huge amount, and then I'm gonna stick it into the oven and let it finish cooking in the oven. So do it either way. To me, I'd just rather make more and have some leftovers, but if you don't have as big of a pan, if it's not oven safe, make half the amount. So my egg, onion, parsley, seasoning mixture is going into my frying pan, my very, very large pan that happens to be oven safe. There's quite a lot of oil for regular frying, but considering that the original recipe had you deep frying the onions and potatoes, I feel okay about this. I'm going to use my spoon to kind of do what you do with an omelet, which is using a towel. You kind of ensure that the edges start getting cooked. This is very exciting. So once it's getting set and it's frying nice and deeply on the bottom, I'm gonna give it about 5 to 10 minutes to do so. I'm then gonna pop this entire thing in the oven so the top gets cooked as well. This is what comfort food looks like to me. It's got all the elements I need for comfort food. It has that nostalgia because this is a dish I remember from growing up, but I've upped the ante with flavor, which really does something for me comfort-wise. It's got onions and potatoes, and seriously, how many Jews do you know don't like onions and potatoes, especially when the onions are fried? So to me, this is all I need for a good comfort food dish. Flavor, carbs, fried. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. So I can see that it's starting to ruffle around the edges, which is what we want, because I did put in 3 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Not for the faint of heart, but again, I feel okay about this. So once it all sets a bit, it's gonna go into the oven. All right, let me show you what we've got here. So check that out. It's ruffling and cooking around the edges. I can already see that the top is starting to set. So now it's going to go into a preheated oven, 200 degrees Celsius, 400 Fahrenheit, for 20 to 25 minutes until the top is all set and the eggs are cooked through. If you'll remember, the onions and potatoes are already cooked, so we're just waiting for the eggs to cook. So into the oven it goes. Our Marcoude is out of the oven and it looks amazing, insane. Look at that, potatoes and fried onions, parsley, and the smell in this kitchen is out of this world from the Razzle Hanut. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's cut into it and see what it looks like, because the real beauty of this dish is inside. Because of all the oil that went into it, it really cuts beautifully. I mean, there's got to be something said for the addition of oil to comfort food, right? So let's try to get a slice out and check that out. Let's put on a plate. Look at that. You could see the big pieces of potato, steam rising, and this is gonna taste incredible. I'm really excited for everyone to wake up and have a slice of this. It's just as good served cold as it is hot. In fact, many Tunisian families serve this as appetizers on Shabbat at room temperature. So please make this. You will love it. And I will see you again super soon. Take care. Bye.